My name is Graham Smith, and today I'm going to show you guys a little bit about what it takes to operate an emergency vehicle. So, first of all, not just anyone can drive a fire truck, or any emergency vehicle for that matter. It takes a lot of training and knowledge. I am a volunteer firefighter at La Crosse County, or La Crosse City Volunteer Fire Department. I've been here since the beginning of this year. I have recently taken my EVOC course, which allows me to drive emergency vehicles. In this course you learn many things, such as the rules and the laws of the road, how to predict and avoid accidents, and also SOPs, standard operating procedures, which we follow every time we leave the firehouse. An average about 24 first responders pass away each year due to responding and returning from calls. So, how do we prevent this? We follow what's called MERD, Emergency Medical Response Driving. We also follow SIPID, which stands for Scan, Identify, Predict, Decide, and Execute. So, for instance, say that I'm driving down the road in this 30,000-pound behemoth with a full load of water and I'm flying because I need to get to that accident or that fire or possibly just Timmy is trapped in a well. Either way, I gotta get there and I gotta get there fast. So, I'm coming up to an intersection, my traffic is stopped, I need to merge into the turn lane, possibly into the other oncoming traffic to go around. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to scan. I'm going to look for people coming on into my direction. I'm going to identify them. By identifying, they're going to see me and I'm going to see them. What we look for is eye contact. You must have eye contact because that is the only way of for sure knowing that they see you. And then you have to predict. You have to predict, is that man going to pull over or is he going to pull out in front of me? And once you do predict, you need to decide, then execute. Execute your plan of escape. Another thing is, you must be mentally prepared to do so. You must be mentally prepared to handle any situation that may pop up. You also must be mentally prepared to drive. Tired. I don't want someone who's tired or upset endangering my life or the life of anybody else next to me. Therefore, you must be mentally prepared to drive at all times. Okay. First off, we need to start with a check. The first check we're going to execute will be a lights check. We have lights forward, aft, top, rear, and back. How we execute this is, on the floor, on the dash of the fire truck, right on the radio, is our auxiliary power. You flip the switch and look for lights on. Let's check the lights. You check the top lights here, all the way back to the back corner lights, right. Now, equally important is our brake and our reverse lights. Because say we get on scene and we're reversing, we don't have any lights, no one's going to know we're reversing. So there's a good chance that you could possibly run over or hurt another first responder. Now, after checking your forward, top, and reverse lights, you need to check. So, we completed our first check. We walked around, we checked the lights. Now it's time to check all our drawers and compartments. The fire truck is our office, so everything we need for a call we take with us at all times, which means we have air packs, tools, hoses, as well as pumps and saws we use for cutting victims out of their cars or going through metal fences. But at all times, before you leave, you must make sure you check every compartment to make sure that it's closed. Because if you go through that station door with one of these compartments open, it's going to take that off as well as the pillar at the end. And that's why it is so imperative to check every single door before you leave the station. Vince, let's climb inside. So, you do all your pre-checks, we check the lights, we check the brakes, and we check the doors. Now we're ready to go. First things first though, once you get in the cab, we're going to need to turn on our auxiliary power, located right here. It's a switch Now when you flip your auxiliary power on, that gives power to your radio, your lights, and your gauges. We use this so we don't run down our battery when we're sitting on scene. This is our radio. The radio we use to talk to dispatch. Dispatch tells us where we're going, what we might encounter when we get there, and any other units responding. So, next up, I'm going to tell you how to drive this thing. But, unfortunately, it's basically just an over-glorified pickup truck. You got your standard shifter, clutch, brake, and gas pedal. The only difference is this truck works off air brakes. So, what you're going to do first is we're going to So what we're going to do is, sorry, dispatch, you're going to press in the clutch, press in the brake, turn her over. Once it's on, I won't turn it on because you won't be able to hear me at all if I did. Once it's on, you're going to press in the clutch all the way, drop it into first, and then slowly release the clutch and hit the gas. Shifting as you go because this one's geared extremely low. But I'll do it one more time. You're going to press in the clutch, hold the brake, drop it into first, and then slowly let off the clutch and hit the gas, and away you go. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you appreciate learning a little bit about what it takes to drive a emergency vehicle, as well as some of the training and the certifications that goes into it, and how we think when we're on the road, because we really take it seriously. Thank you very much and have a good day.